Do you love the Bible? Well, I love the Bible. So I believe we both love the Bible. But it's something about the Bible that I wanted to research it because I didn't believe what we was taught was facts. After that cop was a member at a church and he had that gun to my head and he was willing to kill me when I was in Oklahoma, I knew something wasn't right. But something wasn't right. I said, man, the Christian in you is not the same as Christian in me. It's like you pushed it away, I'm gonna do this job. So it's a different type of spirit within the Europeans' Christianity and the black people Christianity. It's a big, huge difference. And when I was teaching children's church and a child came to me and said, what's the color of Jesus? What's the color of children of Israel? That made me want to dig a little more deeper now since I was an adult and a minister. But I didn't know that it was going to cost me. I didn't know seeking out that knowledge and to get a clear understanding, it was going to cost me later on. But proving to what was given to me, if it was facts or it was a fiction. And I found out what was given to us is fiction. We was taught that the children of Israel in the Bible were the Jews today. We was taught that the children of Israel were white people, right? Was European descendant. We was taught that Jesus was European descendant. We taught that God is European descendant. They're the beginning and they will be the end. That's what we was taught. We was taught being the color that we wasn't worthy to be in the Bible. And every time when the pastor preached, he always used as black people as a slave in the Bible. Apostle Hogan said David's slave was Caleb. He was a black man. I was like, dang. When you go to Islam overseas, they tell you that Muhammad's slave is who? Calling to pray. Black man. Like that? So who are we? Who are we? Now as some years went by, now you finding out like maybe I was a little right? Now you got a little knowledge now, a couple years passed, and you're like, dang, maybe I was talking some sense like 4 or 5 years ago. So let's dive right in from the beginning to the end. I can really go into it right now, okay? I'm in Islam. Let me break it down. It's of the Bible. The Bible is the Nation of Islam book. It's not just the Quran. The Quran is of the Bible. So I'm telling you, those both are Islam books. Master Prophet Muhammad is God in person. When we say Jesus is God, that's Master Prophet Muhammad, God in the flesh. I'm telling you that Christ is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Who's Farrakhan? Well, he's Jesus. When we read about the scripture, Jesus going against the Jews, that's Minister Louis Farrakhan. And Minister Louis Farrakhan is somebody else, and I'm going to break that down. We still have God in the spirit, but we also have God in the flesh. That's Master Prophet Muhammad. Christ is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And Jesus, as the character in the Bible, as we going against the Jews, is Minister Louis Farrakhan. You would know that by studying. So let me show you, break it down, give it to you just like that. You want to talk about Malcolm X? We can talk about Malcolm X. The lies that was told to us blocked you from the Nation of Islam, blocked you from teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Shoot, that's what the enemy is supposed to do. He's supposed to block the children of Israel from the truth and give you something else. As long as you take this, as long as you don't take this. The children of Israel, as in the prophecy, is denied Christ. They didn't listen to him, so they had to go through some things. That's all in the scriptures. God gave them a leader, the children of Israel, and wanted to be heathens. Why? Because it's kind of easy. You don't want to be accountable. But in order to be a God, you have to be accountable. You got to go the difficult route. The truth is not straight. The truth has a lot of turns, it's narrow. Truth is not straight. To find truth, you got to go through some things. To find truth, you got to research, you got to read, you got to take this, take that out, you got to prove. You gotta be a scientist. So let's be some scientists right now. Let's put them goggles on.
Glasses back on.
And let's get into these scriptures.